one. John Boy here. How y'all doing this morning? Oh God, I don't know how to operate my fucking goddamn ignition switch. Unfucking believable. How hard is it to get a fucking key to accessory? See how the day's starting today, huh? Fuck. These fucking demonic entities that rule this fucking world, man, they don't do anything but sit there and jab, jab, jab. I've gotten to the point I'm tired of setting stuff where it belongs. Just throw it in the fucking floor because that's where it's going to fall to anyhow, no matter how carefully you place it somewhere. God, why'd I start this video? I think Christmas pisses me off. For those of you that saw the beginning of this, I'm sorry. It's just frustrating. Whenever you go to get a cigarette out, 4 or 5 got to fall out of the pack. You got to pick them up. Then you go to light the cigarette and the lighter falls out of your hand. You got to pick it up. And then the cigarette half-ass lights, and you got to pull your lighter back out of your pocket and drop it on the ground a couple times before you get it back up there to light your cigarette. I mean, that's the kind of fucking bullshit I'm talking about. These demonic motherfuckers in this fucking world just jab, jab, poke, poke. How much more can you take, John Boy? Looks like I'm kind of at the end of the thread right here. Will, bang, bang. Sevens, Baldy. How y'all doing this morning? Man, I hope y'all didn't see the beginning of this. Man, it all started out, I couldn't simply turn the key to ignition. All the years I've been driving General Motor products, they had the same key, the same ignition switch, and I could not turn it back to accessory. Just ridiculous, man. I'm tired of all the fucking bad luck, man. I ain't lying, man. You go to set something down on your counter or on your workbench or whatever, and you set it down there all nice and everything. Next thing you know, it's in the fucking floor for some reason. Why? So anytime I go to set anything down, I just throw it on the floor and pick it up and then put it down because it's always going to wind up on the floor. There, I'm starting to bitch again, ain't I? Damn. It's one of them days, man. You have to deal with people in the public, and they're just stupider and shit. I ain't lying. It's like these people are, they're, what do you call them people in the video games? Non-essential player? That's what I deal with on a daily. Non-essential people. You know how to shut down this new generation? When you're at the checkout or whatever? And you start having problems because their stupid technology can't read your e-wallet or anything. I mean, come on. You make a comment about how technology is so great. Look how much it's helped mankind. And these people are clamming up. They're scared to death. These generations, oh man, they're messed up. They don't have a clue to what reality is. I'm glad I was born before microwaves and cell phones and computers. I'm so glad I got to witness this world with. I mean, back in the day, they had microwave and FM, AM, and sub UHF, VHF channels or whatever. But not like nowadays. Nowadays, you got 1G, 2G, 5G, 3G, 10G. You got all sorts of crazy stuff going through our bodies. Paris Logan, how you doing? Yesterday, I wound up at work without this and without my pocket knife. My pocket knife is an extension of me. I use this daggone. Hang on, man. It must be a good one. It says, or it used to say Snap-on it somewhere. But I've been using this knife, man, for, I don't know, years. I use it for Bondo. I use it for Prine. I use it for all sorts of stuff. And I didn't have it yesterday. And I didn't have my cup of coffee. That threw me off so bad, it's still throwing me off. And these skies, man, man, come on, people. There's no natural clouds in these skies anymore. These daggum skies are full of expanded contrails. That is our new cloud. Look, I'm fixing to show y'all these damn straight line damn clouds out here, man. Look at this shit. What's that say? 93. Man, I'm always above the 90s. But look at this shit. I don't know if it's picking up on the camera. Just lines. I mean, yeah, that's all natural, right? That does eventually turn into a weather front of some kind. But every bit of that is expanding contrails, according to them. Look at this. So we'll call them contrails. We'll just call them never-ending, expanding, cumulus cloud-making contrails. Oh, that ain't, man, look. I got to get above this building. I saw this stuff coming over the horizon, but I didn't know it looked like all that. And this damn phone wants me to use 2 fingers from 2 different hands to make it zoom and unzoom. Yeah, all this is expanding condensation from. Look at that porch. Dadgum deer took it out. I got everything. I got a new fender, grill, headlights. I got new everything. It's the only car I got to drive at this time. I can't figure out where that button is. There it is. All right, I ain't been paying attention to the chat, y'all. I apologize. Applesauce. Applesauce. How you doing? Oh, God. Let me see if I can catch up on something. I wish this chat wasn't in such a small space down here. You know what I mean? But yeah, I know, man. It's like we got a problem down here in this world. A bad one. And like I said yesterday, I'm almost thinking because of how my life has been, I must have some of that Nephilim blood in me and the other evil ones. Because there was good ones, man. Look, according to what I've heard, some of these Dead Sea Scroll stuff, before the flood, 33 of the good Nephilim were put on the highest peaks of some certain mountains. And the way they figured the water level came up 20 feet above the highest mountain. Well, them Nephilim were higher than 20 feet, so they were able to keep their head out of the water. I guess. I mean, according to that story. What was Jubilee? Was that the story of Jubilee? I can't remember, man. I've been trying to, because I'm telling you, man, all this stuff's tied in. But the deal is, we're in the last bit of it to where there ain't gonna be. I mean, it's fixed to get right. According to scripture, it's gonna be a new heaven and a new earth. Yeah, you get rid of all the bad crap, everything ought to be good from that point out. But I just still cannot figure out why you throw your worst, whatever you call them, helpers, creations, or whatever, onto your creation. I mean, I don't get it. Well, you gotta know bad to know good. Really? This world is so crazy, man. And what they're doing in the skies, man, I'm just looking. I'm like, I just look. This jet. See where that one was coming down? And then he turned. You see that? You see the turn? See the jet thing right here? I can't point and do that. But look at all this shit in the sky. This is just looking, I'm only looking at maybe not even 25% of the sky. What's behind me is crazy. But yeah, I'm just sick of this crap. And they want to tell us, oh, it's just condensation. Condensation, my butt. I cannot get this camera sucks. Or maybe it's the touch screen. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. That's what I do know. I've been trying to dumb down because I'm telling you, man, this shit. I mean, like right now, I'm looking. I can see what they're hiding. I just can't show it. I can feel it. And look, I'm gonna show the sky again. They're always building up right here like this all the time. What happens if I go to yeah. These efforts, this whole world is crazy. Ow! God, I gotta learn how to smoke. Burnt my fingers. Oh, I remembered to bring my leftovers so I don't have to waste any money on daggum food today. Hey, Seven, you started heading west yet? I thought you were leaving Monday, but I don't know. I'm just, I'm confused all the time anyhow, so it don't really matter. Just safe travels on your way. All right, well, safe travels, man. I'm gonna tell you, I hadn't done a trip in I don't know how long, and I had to go down to past Mobile, Alabama. And looking at the GPS, it told me it was a 6.5 hour drive. I'm like, man, I ain't ridden in a car in that long for that long in a long time, right? So I'm sitting there. I started out, and I'm driving. It's like I don't know. It feels, I think I'm 2.5 hours in or something, and I look, and I'm not even halfway. The distance one, but like 300 miles, 358 miles, something like that. And I wasn't but 175 miles in. I'm like, oh my goodness. I almost wanted to turn around. I was like, no, I got to keep going. But man, it took me like 8 hours. Took longer coming back because I had to pull the valve covers off and readjust my valves and stuff at an abandoned car wash. Crazy. And then I made it another 20 miles and had to I found another abandoned car wash and I had to do an oil change. Because for some reason, Pennzoil used to be my favorite oil, man. But that stuff, when it gets 3,000 miles on it, it breaks down. Your oil pressure starts just doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Mm. No, he's going out there to start it brand new. But man, it's gonna. I, I think you're gonna. I don't know, man. It's just me, but I think you're gonna realize the Cincinnati was warmer. No, I'm just saying Denver. If you're going up, that's like a mile high, and you're in thinner atmosphere. Man, I gotta look. Let's look at this shit. Y'all saw what it looked like earlier. Ugh. See, they're always coming up right in there. You see that? I don't know. I just say that's like an energy source. Then they got an energy source there, and then they got one here. And it's like that all the time. I mean, it's the same patterns. If you look at something I filmed here 2 years ago, you'll see exactly the same crap. But look at this. Now, you can't tell me they're not engineering that. You know what I mean? You cannot tell me that this is not being engineered because it sure looks like it to me. I mean, looks like they're connecting the dots. You know what I mean? What is going on over here? What in the world? They got it so bright you can't see nothing. I mean, that's just pitiful. Look there. Look. How come that one's not leaving a? Where's it? How come I can't find this stuff on the camera anymore? There's a jet up there, just barely leaving the normal contrail. So that's a contrail. These are chemtrails all day long. A contrail will dissipate. A chemtrail will expand exponentially across the entire sky. Wait a minute, that's condensation, right? And I can show you the daggum paperwork where the state of Tennessee declared it's against the law to do aerosol injections over the state of Tennessee. Kansas gal, how you doing? Yeah, I got the paperwork. Because somebody told me, I'm like, yeah, show me that law. Well, they did. They printed it out and stapled it together and gave it to me. I was like, oh, that's fine and dandy. Now explain to me why they're still doing this. I'm holding the law in my hands, and this shit is going on like today, but it was worse that day. I go, all right, who's the company up there that's doing this? If they passed a law and made it illegal, well, that's what they did. They couldn't find somebody to sue to stop it. You see what I'm saying? This stuff above our head is not, I mean, it's a global effort. It's not just United States doing it. It's more than that. There's stuff up there. There's some sort of silver orb crafts up there, man. I don't know what the hell they're. I've seen them. Can't say I haven't seen them because I have seen them. I've even got a couple on video. But I don't know what the deal is, but there's silver orbs and stuff up there that sit there and go through all these chem. Oh, look at this. Here comes. All right, y'all just saw. Well, you might not have seen that jet because it didn't have a contrail big enough to see. But look at this. Man, I cannot see. There he is. You see that one forming that line right there? Tell me they're not engineering this crap. I mean, but that's just crazy. Hey, what time is it? I might need to go to work. Oh, I about need to go in. Oh, I'm about to drop this phone down there. Oh, God. West Texas, how you doing? Everybody slipping in. I ain't seen them. I've been talking and looking, man. I apologize. I started out, man. Y'all disregard the beginning of this live stream. But I've just had it, man. I've sat there and prayed to the Lord Almighty for fucking 50 years. Please take the bad luck away from me. The great, almighty, powerful creator does not feel that it is time to take the bad luck away from old John Boy. It's a simple prayer, but it's the hardest one to get done. Because I think, God made a bet with the devil. Hey, you can't turn Job against me. I'll take that bet you're willing to, well, however that song goes. I'll take that bet. I mean, it's just crazy. God gambles. God has the worst anger of anyone on this earth. I mean, he flooded this place, y'all. It's what I don't get. It's like you got rules, and then you got rules on top of those rules. So it just don't make sense the way You have the freedom of choice to do whatever you want, right? But if you take the wrong choices, it'll lead you to hell. If you take the right choices, it leads you to heaven, right? Okay, so there's your rules, right? But no, let's flood out the earth because these people had rules that they could make a choice. So let's flood out this earth. Wait a minute. I thought it was about your decisions determine where you go in the end. I don't get it, man. It's just look. I gotta get off. I gotta go in here and they're gonna clock in, and go to work again. Work is so overrated. But anyhow, oh, I never did talk about my quest at Walmart this morning. Man, I hate going to Walmart. I've been to Walmart more in the last 2 years than I have in the last 10 years. I can actually say I didn't go to Walmart for 7 straight years. But then I'm like, yeah, it's a big store. It's got what you need, man. Try finding you some daggum long john bottoms that are the right size. They had all mediums or all 2Xs. There wasn't no larges. And then they had the long johns hid. They had 2 aisles of underwear and wife beating t-shirts. Yeah. Well, look, y'all, I'm fixing to go in here and go to work. As much as, I hate to. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. Yeah, I just walk y'all in here with it. I'll stick y'all in my pocket. Do I have my finger? There. How's that? Look at this. That's that joker that just went. Man, I swear they're magnet where the lines aren't showing up on the camera anymore. There's that joker I started. Look. Now, why did that and leave all that right there? Oh, here goes another one. Look. Hang on. Where am I at? Can you see the line? He just started right there. There's no line. Oh, yeah, there is. So crazy. Look at this. And look at that different color cloud right there. Yeah. Man, my stomach's growling. Hey, let me get off here, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Be careful on your travels, 7.